Okay, y'all. Today was a day that I really just did not want to get out of bed and face the world, quite honestly. But I did, and I did some things, called a lot of people, typed a little stuff up, and I gotta tell you, I feel like I've still gotten nowhere. I found, I guess I have a list of places to check out. I tried calling some of them today. The first one I called, it ended up being the maintenance worker's phone number, which, why? What? The last one I called, sounded like, I don't know, some weird message at the end about not being able to leave a voicemail kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like a lot of this apartment searching stuff is so bawdy. There's so many bots. There's so many scams. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I replied to somebody's post about renting a room, and I messaged him for a fair amount of the day today, and he told me that it's an apartment, it's a 2-bedroom. If I come, he wants me to sign the lease. But then he told me that to pay rent, I give it to him, and he pays them. And I'm like, this sounds weird. This sounds like not how I should do things. So, yeah, so there's that. I met a lady a couple days ago from Egan who is thinking about renting out her basement space. So I met up with her that day. She showed me the space. It looked really nice and big. I figured I'd give her a couple of days to think it over. So I shot her a text today and haven't heard back. She said she works some crazy hours, so I'm really hoping that's the case. And the other lead I had on a room for rent seems like it's from an unreliable source. That guy, after telling me I could have the room for $300 a month, essentially then just fucking ghosted me. So there's that. Yeah. I just, I feel like this shouldn't be so hard. I feel like I'm working a lot. I'm working very hard. And I still can't even get anything done. I called and scheduled an appointment with the food shelf today, which I thought was at least one thing productive I did, until I realized that the appointment that I scheduled at the food shelf is at the same exact time that I actually have an appointment with my dermatologist. So now I have to call the food shelf tomorrow and reschedule that. So it's a great time. I did also think that my Botox appointment and my court date were on the same day, and thankfully that is not the case, so I don't have to reschedule either of those. So, let's just say, whoa, what is happening? The apartment / room for rent hunt is dragging me down. I'm feeling pretty drained, and I miss my cats so much. I went and saw them, and it was so hard to leave them when I had to go. And in terms of getting any of my possessions back, it sounds like that might not even happen until after the next court date, which is on the 25th of this month. So who knows? I do know that there are a few things that I need to get. I got some weird letter from the post office because I tried to change my address again, and now they want me to show them 2 forms of ID, which I don't have because, I mean, I have a car full of things that we took when I was able to grab stuff. And I have the lockbox that has some of my identification stuff in it, but I forgot to grab the key. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to pull that off. They want me to show up at the post office and prove that I am me on the 24th, which is hilarious, right? Because the court date is the 25th, but whatever. Hopefully I can figure that out. For the most part, you know, like, I have control over where I send the shit that I order, and hopefully I don't lose any mail that's going to that apartment anymore. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's my update on the housing, and I have to tell you, I'm really depressed too, because all of a sudden I turn on my PS4 and it's not working at all. Like, I plug the controller in, try to turn it on, it blinks, it turns off. The controller, even when it's plugged in, does not do anything on the console, so I can't even play video games to relax. It's fucking great. I'm thinking that maybe I'm stop over at a local GameStop store and pick up one of those. I have my PS3 at my other friend's house who's watching my cats. And when I was there, I couldn't figure out how to get my shit to work there either. So I'm thinking I need a PS3 controller and a PS4 controller. You know what I mean? Ironically, I have a PS5 controller, but that's because I read some hack that you can use it on your PS3, which you can, kind of, but not very useful, turns out. And then for the PS4, honestly, I just bought a fucking cheap one because I figured, fuck it, and eventually I'll get my controllers back. But I haven't had this one very long, and it's already shit out on me, so I'm hoping that I can still return it on Amazon. And I'm going to go buy some video game controllers, and then I'm going to stop by the store and buy myself some fucking THC drinks. And, yeah, try to calm my tits, because my tits are in an uproar, you know what I mean? And I realized earlier that I dusted and wiped down, my friend's entertainment center. And it's almost like cleaning gives me some sort of sense of control, and I can make something better by cleaning it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have to look deeper into myself and how I use cleaning as a coping mechanism. Anyways, I suppose I better go do some things and stuff. Wish me luck, you guys. Keep me in your prayers. Put all of the good energy out in the universe for me, please. You know, I just want to be a fucking almost middle-aged disabled lady with 2 cats and too many video game consoles that streams all the time. Why can't I just do that? The world's not fair. Anyways, y'all, deuces.